So, where are we going?
Oh, we are going to Ocotillo off of Split Mountain Road. We are heading to tune the new motor. Sachin is going to be tuning our new motor for us. He's a good buddy of ours that we've known for a long time. And he does tuning now, so we are going to use him.
You want to talk a little bit about what we've been up to the past few weeks?
So the past 8 or so months, we've been putting a new motor in the truck. We can only work so much on our own vehicles, so it's been a long process. But with that being said, the last 2-week push has kind of been crazy. Last night I was up almost all night. I probably got like 2 hours of sleep. So, and then this morning I got up and went back outside and finished the last little bit of stuff. So,
What else did you still have to do? I know we had a pretty decent sized list going.
So, yes, we're putting in the same type of motor. As far as the base motor is still the same, but being that this motor is supercharged, there's a lot more that goes into it. We decided to upgrade the radiator for the bigger motor. We also had to add a cooling system for the intercooler, so we had CVR make us a big air-to-water intercooler, whatever you want to call it. I also had to make a 5-gallon, I think it's roughly 5.5-gallon tank for the intercooler for the supercharger, so you can actually have a lot of water that circulates, or coolant that circulates through the system to hopefully keep your intake air temps down.
Well, you had one that was, 7 gallons, and then you had to modify it because you decided to put the intercooler up front.
So with the new radiator, I decided to mount it different than the old radiator, hoping that it will cool better and get more air. We're actually going to build probably a scoop that goes into it before Rage at the River. Hopefully, basically shove air through the radiator. But that being said, where I was going to mount the air-to-water intercooler before, it would have pushed hot air from that into the radiator, so I decided not to go that route, and we ended up mounting it up front, in front of the truck, right behind the grill. And then I originally made a 7-gallon water tank that went in between the 2 batteries in the back, but I didn't want to plumb all the way from the front of the truck to the back, to the middle of the truck, right behind the cab, all the way back to the front of the truck. We are running a Bosch. It came in the GT Mustang, the Cobra Mustang or whatever. So it's supposed to be an upgraded pump for the intercooler. It's supposed to flow better, all that type of stuff. So even though we got that pump, I hate running lines all the way to the front of the truck to the back of the truck if I don't have to. So I ended up mounting where the old UMP used to be mounted. I made a 5.5 roughly gallon tank. So I'm hoping that's enough, being that this is an off-road truck and not a drag car. Because I guess on the drag cars, they dump that water after every pass and they fill it with ice and water for the next pass. We can't do that, being that, when we're racing or we're playing in the desert, we're doing, minimum of 100 miles. So, Sachin made a joke, or kind of seriously, he's like, you should put a valve on it, so when you come in for pit for fuel, you dump the water and you put fresh water in it, which is not a bad idea. So we'll see today what our intake air temps are, and if we have to reevaluate that, which I hope we don't. And at the end of the day, we're not shooting for crazy high numbers and horsepower. Anything over 5 at the crank I'm super happy with that. So the truck before had 280 from the factory at the crank. So if we almost double that, essentially, I'll be way more than happy with that, because the truck is already fast as it is. It's just on the sandy washes like Rage at the River, we can't keep our speed up. We were maxed out at probably, on the long sandy uphill straights at Rage, we were probably only doing like 55, 60 if I rang the motor. So now we should be capable of doing 80, 90 miles an hour. So it's going to be exciting. I've never had a vehicle with any type of that amount of power, so it's going to be interesting.
You excited?
I'm nervous and excited at the same time. This motor, we've been saving up and buying parts for it for probably close to 12 years. So it's
I think it's almost 13.
Almost 13 years, I guess. So I'm excited, but also nervous, because, like I said, I've never owned anything with that type of power. I've never really even driven anything with that type of power, so it's going to be a big learning curve for me, just to learn to drive the truck again, you know. And to be honest with you, I'm kind of nervous, but that just means I know what the vehicle's capable of, and I respect it. You know, I think a lot of people get big motors and they don't respect the power that it has, and it can get you into trouble really fast. So,
Did you hear Braden?
Yeah.
Say hi. Say hello.
So we're supposed to leave early. As you can see, it's almost dusk now. I'm way behind schedule, so
I'm grateful that Sachin's able to work with us with such short notice and his tight schedule, and
he's very busy, and we're always busy too, so it's nice that he's able to work with us, you know, and help us out. So very grateful for that. People like that, I appreciate it a lot, because there's not a lot of them out there. That being said, we're probably 20 minutes away, and we'll be unloading this thing. And he came last week and put a base tune in it just so we could get it on the trailer. It actually runs pretty good just on the base tune, but he's gonna work his magic and see what it's all about. We're gonna try to find some flat areas to tune, because I didn't have enough time to get the bypasses back on it. So right now we're just coilovers all four corners, and the coilovers have next to no valving in them. So I'm not gonna make the mistake and go try to run the truck hard and wad it up, because I don't have the right shocks on it right now. So we'll see what happens.
Oh, it's okay. Woo, yay.
tighten those pulleys. All right, cool. Sweet. Throwing a belt, yeah, so that's a good time. Right?
Yeah, especially snapping the throttle like that.
Yeah.
Alright, we're gonna go do a second gear pull, literally all the way to the rear motor, and make it end.
Okay. Alright.
So you'll just do the same thing, like roll into it till you're floored in second. Does that make sense? Like so we're just from like
So not full stabs and
yeah,
roll.
exactly.
Okay.
And then one thing to be careful with when you have a lot of blower and a lot of torque is you don't want to put a ton of load on the engine super down low. Like, you don't want to run the engine at 2,500 RPM.
You want to keep it high RPM?
Yeah, so what ends up happening is you have a ton of cylinder pressure down low, and you're trying to make 600 foot-pounds of torque at 2,000 RPM. So
it's the opposite of a diesel.
The opposite. So we'll give that a shot. We'll make one pull, maybe two pulls, so the fuel's good there, and then we'll see what it feels like 6,500 if we want to go higher or not. You know.
I'm good with whatever, because like I said before, I used to make it. It would go to 55. So honestly, it would realistically, from what I remember, it was like 45 is what I used to like when I'm racing. But I was wringing its neck because I had no power.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
So that's what I want to make sure. Like, I want to find where we're comfortable with, you know.
Gotcha.
Like, and then if we'll see if. Like, I might wave you off at 6,000 before it gets to the limiter. I had this limiter at 6,000 before we never got there.
Gotcha.
But I might wave you off if I just feel like if we're in it too long and it's too much and it sounds like too much.
And I'm honestly one of those people where I try not to abuse stuff to where I'm not going to be like, yeah, you know.
Well, yeah, but I want the limiter to be like a real thing. I don't want you to like have to like say you're going up a sandy hill or you're trying to pass someone. You should be able to floor it and you're like, okay, this is everything I got. It hits the limiter. You're like, next gear. You know,
gotcha.
like,
Okay. So drive it to the limiter.
I want you to drive the scenario all the way to the limiter.
Gotcha.
And then, because we need to be able to know
what it can do. What it can do.
And if it starts to fall off, I'll wave you off and I'll just lower the limiter.
Okay. Gotcha.
Dude, I smell some fuel. I just don't want to take a chance.
No, I
100%. Check that fitting down there that was dripping before.
Yeah.
A little bit?
A little bit wet.
This one's a little wet too. This one's wet. You can see
it. That one's weeping.
Yeah.
Put it right on real quick.
Yeah.
Those are the 1 inch, I think.
7/8.
7/8, but I think
for the
no, I
ORB.
think that's 7/8 too.
All right. I know you're not scared of me saying it.
Oh no. No, you see something, say something.
I like how the light's still bent from the last time you nerfed someone.
I actually straightened it a little bit. Pretty tight.
It might just be that taper that's not.
It's not
so like
seating. You said loosen it, right?
Loosen it and then like lap it in. When you loosen
what do you mean by lap it? Like spin it?
Yeah, so like if you barely loosen the nut, then it's taper on taper. You take the 90 and you wiggle it, and it should. But when you loosen a fitting going to an already like that, hold the line, and then it should keep it from spinning the fitting and the fuel rail.
Oh, okay.
Hold the line with your hand.
Let me. I need a. Okay.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get
if you hold that 90, then it should keep it from.
I get what you're saying.
Might as well. Like.
magnet, so it'll just stick to the floor. It's definitely weird driving. Like, it's been a while. It's a good feeling.
Yeah. There's a lot of senses happening with not a lot of sleep.
Yeah.
And a lot of money's been spent.
Yeah. I know, I've been the lowest probably 20 times this week, and each trip was
$100 or whatever. $70, $100.
Yep. $30, $50. That thing's still pretty. I'm probably gonna buy those belts you were telling me about.
The cam locks?
Yeah.
Get the ones that are meant for the Hans device. They're skinny up top.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
They're like narrow down?
Yeah.
Can we program that? Do you like that to do that? Come on like that? Right, man, that shut off. So.
That's what it does.
Yeah. Oh, is it just this or is all...
Of course. It's spraying fuel. Shut it off.
Yeah, I smell it.
I watched it literally spraying.
I saw it when you said something. Oh yeah, it's all over my shoe.
I just want to see real quick. Oh, blew an ejector O-ring.
Oh, serious?
Yep.
Oh, shit. Oh, damn, I didn't bring them either. I have brand new ones at home. You think it just blew it off, or you think it freaking blew it?
Is it? Well, where's it spraying from? Because the last injector's right here, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that O-ring.
Did I just pop it off when I was tightening it?
It's possible. So what you need to do is loosen those two 8s and try to push the fuel rail down. I mean, that's a game over if we can't fix that one.
I know.
We're not driving it like that.
No. 100%.
That could have been leaking and that fitting wasn't leaking.
It might have been, yeah.
The question is, do we just try to push down first
Or
or
take
do we
it off.
take it off?
Look at it.
I'm just worried if we take it off, we get worse, not better.
Yeah, exactly. You know what? Grab me. Let me get a 1-inch and bend it back.
I got you.
Should be able. It's right there somewhere. See?
At least get it to the right angle.
Yeah, because I think when I.
Can you push down on it too?
Yeah.
Did it feel like it popped back on?
I don't know, to be honest with you. Oh yeah.
It's all blown out.
It just like pushed the O-ring off.
So you gotta pull it up.
Yeah, I'll pull it off.
Hopefully it's not torn.
Yeah.
And then they all came in and they came in the backside.
I have brand new ones in my little bag.
I mean, worst case scenario, the truck's drivable for Clean Desert.
Yeah.
You get some miles on it.
Yeah, it's not like I'm gonna go out there and freaking rip it, you know?
Yeah, we just need to do something before range. You just need to get comfortable with like driving with a blower.
Driving with power?
Yeah.
bowls are not very friendly.
Oh my God, we got there.
Blew an injector O-ring out. They blew an injector O-ring out.
That was my fault. I was yarding on the.
I was
fitting.
like, I smell fuel. I was trying to fix it. And right when we're about to leave, I was like, dude, it's spraying fuel.
You guys hungry?
I'm not.
I'm alright right now, thank you.
Your wife hungry? Oh, I'm not gonna go.
Yeah. Trying to give away your leftovers.
No, I'm just saying we have a little bit of chicken and cabbage stuff left over. That's some macaroni too.
I might snack before I take off.
Yeah. Just on the island.
Oh yeah, just up and fill over the place. That's cookie. Now they're all out.
Can I like reach it from up here?
Yeah, can you push down on it?
On the rail?
Yeah. No. They're like all popped out of the rail.
Yeah, that one's got to pop out of the rail and then. No, they're all popped out of the manifold, right? They're hanging in the rail. Yeah.
It's like I need to put them all back in the rail.
Can you put a little oil on it, or is the fuel enough of lubricant?
Probably should put some oil on it because it's not happening.
There you go.
I flipped the O-ring too.
Does it look torn or does it look okay?
It looks fine.
Just popped out. It's like you said, probably bent the tab one. I fought an issue on Lightning with it had stock fuel rails that were bent. Someone made a custom spacer for the aftermarket injectors. And like, it was a total nightmare. I hate fuel leaks.
Alright. Sketchy.
Something I think everyone should spend money on is fire suppression.
I need to buy one. That's kind of my next.
Have you seen fireballs? They're like a little pod that you can put in here, and if it gets hot, if it's hot enough, it'll pop.
Interesting.
And it's like they're affordable at $150 or something.
Oh, that's
like
it?
that. Yeah.
Huh. Alright, let's try.
I'm gonna. That was that leak. It wasn't the fitting.
Yeah.
It was the O-ring, and it just got worse. Got it. It just got worse with it. Trying to fuck with the fitting.
Well, those O-rings were on there and they look pretty good, so I'm like, oh, just leave them.
No.
I bought brand new ones.
Well, was the fuel rail off at some point?
No. Alright.
I think still recording.
Are these programmed up to come on together?
No.
Oh.
I just turned that one on.
When I put that, and that one came on.
No, you hit that before we started it.
Oh, that was fuel.
Yeah, this is the fans, intercooler pump,
Fuel pump.
fuel pump, fuel pump. Second gear, roll into it, and either let out when you hit the rev limiter or I wave at you.
Top?
Yeah, you're good. No, you're good. Just roll into it. Actually like lost boost up top. It was only making 4 pounds and it started to just feel like it was laboring, so I just wanted to look at it. Yeah, it's not. I'm gonna go 5,800 RPM.
What was that?
We went up to 61 and I felt like at 6 it was okay and it started to like not be good, but I had the limiter at 65 and I didn't want to go that far when I was already uncomfortable.
Gotcha.
Your converter's only like a 3,000 stall. It's way too tight. You really want to have like a 4,000-ish stall.
4,000? Okay.
Yeah. I'll give you a ride in the Silverado, and you can feel that truck makes 600 horsepower too.
Oh, okay.
But it's no blower, and you can feel what that feels like compared to this.
Gotcha. It feels kind of lazy. Is that?
It does.
Yeah.
But I don't know why it was only making 4 pounds of booze.
You think it blew something off?
There's almost nothing on the boost side. Try rev it. Yeah, rev it. Yeah, it's fine. Why did it just surge? Were you like partly in reverse?
A little bit, yeah.
Go back in the street and floor it in first gear, see what it does.
First gear?
Yeah. We'll do the same thing in first gear.
Roll into it?
But like heavy roll into it. Try to be like within like 1 second, try to be floored. we can like force that boost valve shut. It's only making 4 pounds of boost.
Okay.
Unless you want to look at it real quick.
No, we can go back.
Your intake air temp's only 118 degrees, which is good, really good. So we're pretty good. I mean, like your converter's tight, the drivability seems good.
You think that thing's staying open some?
Yeah.
Bypassing? You want to try to shut it?
Yeah.
Well, if I pull off the vacuum and leave the boost side on, it should.
But we need to cap that.
Yeah. Can you see behind me?
Yeah, you're good.
Can I drive it back?
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if that loose belt is just slipping, and that's what's why we made 6 pounds and then 4 pounds.
We'll put that tighter belt on there. Or go to a different tensioner.
Yeah, see, it doesn't, I mean, it's hard to tell.
Yeah.
Is it hot? No.
It's warm. It's not hot. It could be slipping because I had coolant all over it too a few times.
Possible. I mean, what's on it right now? Is that oil?
Did it get some oil? I think it's just shiny. So if I pull that, if I pull the intake side, it should stay, it shouldn't open up, right? It should want to stay shut, right?
Yeah, because then it's just boost keeping it shut. Yeah.
Yeah.
So then how do we, do you have another cap?
Well, what I can do is I'll just hose clamp it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Or not hose clamp. Zip tie.
Do you have a little bolt you can shove in there?
Maybe. That's a 1/4 inch. Oh, what happened to that 3/8 bolt that we pulled out of that other one?
It was sitting on top of all this stuff.
So I think I put it away. Let me grab it. I have a bolt, but it's threaded all the way, so.
All right, so when your fuel pump turns on, it's going to turn on both fuel pumps and the intercooler pump.
Okay.
So you don't have to remember to turn the intercooler pump on. You just got to turn the fan on with all the fans.
Okay, cool.
But at least the pump will be circulating water right away, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, the temps are doing really good. 118 is freaking awesome.
Is that pretty good for what we're doing?
Yeah, it's really good.
Alright, start it real quick and let's watch it. All you gotta do is turn the key.
Now I want you to do the same thing slowly so I can see what it's doing.
What it's doing now.
Because if it all of a sudden makes 10 pounds of boost and we're out of fuel injector, then I'll shut it down early so you can drive it until we get bigger injectors, you know?
Voltage is doing okay?
This alternator's not doing you any favors. Like, it's only at 12.6 volts with all the fans on. If we turn the fans off, there's 14 volts, so it basically can't keep up with your fans. So, you bought the badass alternator and it's not.
Figured, right?
I gotta chill for 1 second. Let me adjust our idle fuel here. It's super rich now. Yeah. Alright. I'm good whenever you are.
Backup cameras on the Cloroxes?
I buy one of these. That's digital. I don't like running the Lowrance at split screen.
Oh, gotcha. Feels a little different too. I don't know why.
It's running completely. I'm changing the whole tune. You're gonna hear a lot more blower whine now.
Oh, okay. I thought it was pretty loud to begin with. Same thing?
Yeah. Just roll into it in second. Whenever you're ready.
That's what I thought it would feel like.
That was 10 pounds of boost.
So that's what I thought it would feel like.
I just see headlights, so
Yeah.
now it's gonna rip. Fuel's still pretty close. Do me a favor and like snap the throttle real quick in neutral. One more time. Alright. So floor it in first gear, let's see what it does.
Floor it? Like to the floor?
Yeah.
That's what I thought it would feel like.
I mean, it made 10 pounds of boost there, so.
That's a completely different animal.
Let me tell you. Yeah, we're right on the line of fuel. 650-ish. 650 horsepower.
It just feels more like, bam. Like,
Yeah. When you floored it, it was like, yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
So right now, your water temp's 178, and your intercooler temp's 113.
Pretty good, right?
Yeah. I guess we can leave the amber on so people see us.
Yeah.
So a whole bunch of cars, huh?
Yeah.
Oil pressure is good. It makes like 70 pounds of oil pressure under throttle.
Okay.
Still 40 at idle right now. It's good.
Okay.
They're all side by sides.
Yeah. Coming back. When you asked me how I felt, that made me feel completely different.
Yeah, I was like, I guess this is all it's got.
So we're doing first gear to the floor?
Yeah.
Just instantly?
Yeah, like a pretty quick snap. I want to see if it'll like pick up and go, or if it's gonna fog. It'll probably spin the tires.
Gotcha. Well, I'm glad that radiator's doing what it's supposed to.
Oh yeah.
I was worried it wasn't. So based on fuel reading, that tells you how much power?
Yeah.
From a roll or stop?
From a stop. Go for it. We're good.
Head back?
Yeah.
Can I drive it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You happy?
Oh yeah.
That's wild. Good work, dude.
That is wild.
Go kill it and then just give me the ignition.
Should have ignition still, right?
Let me tell you.
I don't think it's off.
Yeah, you turn the cam. There you go.
Okay. That's freaking wild. Jesus. That's crazy. I've never felt the truck jump like that before. Jeez.
So now you're within like 3% of fuel, 2%.
Okay.
I'm gonna set your limiter conservative.
Yeah, that's fine.
If we look at fuel here,
that was crazy. Like it got, like, what was that?
that's like 650-ish horsepower.
No, what was that limiter?
The limiter is 6,000 or 5,800.
Oh, that's, yeah.
So I'm gonna make it. You're running out of fuel at 5,900. So I'm gonna make it 55. Yeah, and just give it some headroom.
Yeah, that's fine.
Um,
Jeez, that's crazy. That is insane. Jeez. That's crazy. That's
So,
wild.
what I want you to do, I'm gonna clean up the tune a little bit here, just like smooth out my fuel table and stuff. But what I want you to do is go drive it and have some fun and get some miles on it,
Okay.
and then maybe before Rage we'll
do
see if we
one
need to do
more.
anything. Yeah.
Okay.
Do you have a laptop?
I do, yeah.
I can have you download the software and TeamViewer. And
I have the software.
You don't. I need you
I
on
don't have-
P6, the new software.
I don't have the new stuff.
And
Yeah,
I want you to
okay.
download a thing called TeamViewer.
Okay.
So then you can remote in from your phone, or I can connect anywhere.
Okay.
So like if I'm out in the other side of the country, I do this all the time for people.
Oh, okay.
Like I had friends
so like
racing
if I'm
Nora.
at, what's it called?
Yeah, like I'll probably give you my Starlink for Rage of the River, so you have good service.
Oh, okay.
And then you can just connect, and I can take a data log from the day, make
jeez.
adjustments between like after qualifying or day 1 or day 2 or whatever.
Jeez. That is wild. Jesus.
Because I doubt I can make it there, but if you take the Star, or if you even if I just teach you how to do it, and like with TeamViewer, I'll remote into your laptop, so you'll plug in and I'll do all the
you
controlling.
can do everything.
Yeah, I won't be telling you what to do.
That is wild. Jesus. Is it good enough for me to take? I can take her for a drive real quick?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Nah, the baby's awake. She probably won't. She's not gonna go because he won't let her go.
Yeah. I want to give you a ride in the Silverado real quick so you can feel the converter. I obviously can't mess with the cold start tuning, but
yeah. It actually started really like at the house.
Yeah, and
it started up no problem.
Hopefully it's still good. I changed a bunch, so I think it should still be good.
So if anything, just give it a little bit of gas. That is wild.
Stoked we found that boost issue too.
Oh yeah, that was
because it made it a whole
my
different
bad.
truck.
Oh dude, it was completely different truck. Like it was like honestly, like it was a completely different truck to me.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, like that's just jeez. I don't know, cause like for me, it's like I've been in trucks with power, but I've never driven anything or felt like that.
Just
like,
get used to it, put some miles off.
yeah, that like. Yeah, all that needs to be tidied up. I'm gonna
You have a ton of shit.
I'm gonna have a busy week.
Yeah.
Like I wanna do a bleeder off of this, like down the bulkhead.
So this, I was looking at it. It won't work like that.
the bleeder's got to come off of this one because this cap's a 13 pound and this is a 16 pound.
Yeah.
So in the system, in theory,
That's
this
gonna
should
leak,
always leak
yeah.
first. So
So I was gonna do a sealed cap, like my reservoir tank, but I didn't have one.
yeah, so it does the same concept.
Exactly.
Though.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe put a hose off just in case.
Just in case.
But it doesn't. What you probably should do is put this into an overflow tank. So pull it back. Yeah.
I think I have an extra one lying around. So I had one on the rear, and it just never freaking waste of time. I'll put it like right here. That's cool. The intake temps are staying.
Oh, they're staying great. Like normally on a street truck, you can't make pull after pull like that and keep it.
Oh, serious?
Yeah. Because you don't have this much heat exchanger.
No.
So
yeah.
this is doing the work.
Yeah. Well, and that's like. Yeah, it's just.
You only took like a 20-minute nap, dude.
Dude, he didn't sleep very long. But he's just been chilling in there, like,
Content.
yeah. He was trying, like, I could tell he's trying to fall asleep. But
Like the front end of this probably almost a foot.
yeah.
Jesus.
So it's just gonna be a lot more fun to see.
It's gonna be.
I can't wait to pull up.
Because I haven't really said much about, like, I don't post about this at all. Like,
We're trying to keep it on the
like
deal.
you know, Bad Lines, Good Times.
Like their forum. It's like the spin-off of like DL.
Elliot and all the DMC crew dudes.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, they have a forum that kind of took over for Desert Rangers. Well, I post on there, but like you said, no one knows about it.
Yeah.
7 people.
Yeah, there's like 4 people that probably look at the.
It's like your friends know about it, right?
Yeah, and that's
like,
pretty much it. And because I just want to show up to Rage and be like,
You're really just gonna have to show up next weekend, and a bunch of people are gonna be stoked.
oh, I know. But even then, this is gonna be the giveaway. That they're gonna be like, what's up, big water?
Well, we can put the hood on, put the one piece on.
But we're gonna show it off at the booth.
Well, yeah, but keep the one. I mean, I don't know.
It is what it is.
Yeah,
People see it cool.
Yeah.
I just can't wait to pull up to Rage because I feel like everybody kind of just like looks down on it because it's like not pretty.
Can we do like some sort of fuel additive, like maybe some like Torco or something like that, instead of just pump gas for Ridge?
You tell me. I don't know.
Like timing is like the part I'm apprehensive about is like what it does an hour into the race, 30 minutes into the race, and like with heat starting to get up and stuff.
So can I put the AFR temps on that? Or the air intake temp on the so I can watch it?
It's called manifold air temperature.
Manifold air. Yeah, that's right. The stupid. I'm like, what the hell is this? And I look it up. It's like, oh, air intake temperature.
Yeah.
I'm like,
So it's matte. Put that on there.
okay. Getting used to that.
What you're gonna want to do is boost, matte, and then you're gonna want to put your air fuel ratio on there.
I have it on there.
We under boost basically when it starts to come into boost and like anything more. I actually like changed my table. You saw I was changing it.
Yeah.
Just to make sure like when you get in it early at that
It's
like
fat.
Yeah. So you should see about 11 and a half.
So what's bad?
Anything above 12. It should be 11.5. Like it's.
See, I thought everybody's always like, oh, 14.
That's natural aspirated.
NA, okay.
I left what's called your closed loop and your learn. I left those huge, and so we need to plug into it. I can walk you through how to do it on your laptop or remote in or whatever, but we need to adjust those before the race because if the NOS sensor fails, it's going to add 150% of fuel.
That's what you told me last time.
Yeah.
When actually here
at
the Clean Desert event, you're like, oh, this is still like.
So, but I purposely left it big so you can go drive it for next weekend and
not
it
hurt
can see
anything.
different temperatures, hot, cold, what you're doing, and it's just like super conservative. You know?
Yeah.
But before the race, we'll need to change it, and then probably I would feel way more comfortable if we just did like a fuel additive, even like Torco is like it's not cheap, but it's like probably $1 a gallon or something like that. You know, it's what it adds.
$70. Yeah.
Yeah, so you add it as like a thing to your fuel. It's like, oh, this trees 20 gallons of fuel, so you dump a can into your 20 gallons, and then you'll just dump it in, and it's not all it's doing is giving you like a little bit of a safety net for knock prevention.
So it's cooler temperatures inside right? Isn't that the whole point of E85? Is cooler?
Yeah, but
that has nothing to do with that.
It has no. Okay. It's actually giving like a additive in there that's similar to leaded fuel.
Well, if I have to run additives, it's not that big a deal.
I only want you to do it like for races.
Oh, when I'm just in it.
Yeah, because like pre-running, there's never ever a time out here that you could be in it like
For an hour.
Yeah, it just can't happen.
Yeah.
You're gonna kill someone.
Yeah.
Right? Like it's not a thing. So you're driving along and you get a quick little ride, you know, and you're like, okay, that's fun.
Yeah.
So when you're racing, like it just gives that little bit of like you spent $15,000 or whatever it is on engine, you know.
Yeah.
And timing, I have conservative. Like this thing would probably pick up another like 60 to 50 horsepower if I were to be aggressive with timing. But we're on 91 pump gas, so I'm like.
Honestly, the way it feels, like I'm 1,000,000% happy with the way it feels.
And here's the thing, right? Like you do another 50 horsepower, but then like your risk goes way up.
And I don't want that risk.
Like,
yeah. 50 horsepower ain't worth it. If I wanted 50 horsepower, there'd be a different blower on it. There'd be different injectors. There'd be all different kinds of stuff.
Does Evan do your third members or AJ? Or
no, I actually have Kevin Moransko.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. Does he know that you're putting another 200 horsepower through it? Because you have a 10-inch, right?
It's a 10-inch. Yeah. Yeah. It's a 10-inch. No, he doesn't.
He's good. He knows.
Yeah. I honestly haven't pulled up there. Can't work.
Or have him build you another one.
They're so expensive. I don't have another 10G or 5G to drop on a third.
It's literally $4,500.
Yeah.
From scratch. And that's something to help you.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're talking about you.
It's got a gearworks in it.
Yeah, he's smiling.
Yeah, it's one of those things. Man, I'm stoked, dude. I'm so pumped.
Cool.
I'm freaking super ecstatic.
Happy to help.
I've never in my like you have an idea of what it's gonna be, but
it's just one of those things so long coming.
Yeah.
At a certain point, like 2 months ago, you're like, "This is a fucking pipe dream."
Yeah. Oh
you know?
yeah. And then you know, because like I knew you took all the classes, but honestly, I didn't know you were doing it.
Yeah.
Like I didn't know you were doing it
Because I don't advertise.
You don't. Yeah. One thing led to another. So yeah, I'm super stoked. It's wild. It's wild.
What's funny is I bet you someone's gonna notice before they even notice the motor that it just doesn't like run like shit on the trailer.
Right.
Like, when you finally get it tuned.
It's just not like I can't really explain it. It's crazy. It's like I tell people going from like a front end to a center mount, like that's what it's like.
And you haven't even gotten a chance to like drive it.
No.
You're just flooring the street.
Yeah. And I know it's not gonna act like that in the dirt, but it's just like,
it's more. So the thing is, like, first gear is useless, right? Like it's gonna be.
Yeah.
So the reason I had you do second gear, typically like
Go ahead.
Typically I do like third gear, right? But third gear you end up with like a really high speed by the time you run out of it. Second gear gives me enough time that I can like see what's happening and catch it. First gear we go through real quick, so I want to make sure that the tune is good before we start ripping on it.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm like, okay, slow, roll into it, like heavier. Now I'm like, now I know it's safe.
Yeah.
Okay. Like engines they're like relatively simple, right? It's a pump.
Yeah.
So it's gonna react a certain way. And it's like it starts to go, and then it'll fall off at the top. So just like you look at a dyno sheet, it's how much fuel it's consuming. So as I learn how much fuel it wants, I can just extrapolate, and I can say I can make it out to this point.
Kind of nervous to take the truck out without doing like a baseline tube on the tubes.
Are you excited?
Yeah.
First run with the new motor in. Why is it idling weird now?